Gentlemen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Motion to approve the agenda.
Second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Say nay. Agenda approved. Minutes.
Make a motion to approve minutes.
Second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Abstain.
Those
We got you in there when you said you were incapacitated.
No, I was on
Say
leave.
nay. Minutes approved. Communications, did you have?
I don't, I was gonna wait for Adam to present on his items because, we have some similar interests on
Okay.
that one, so I just take a listen.
Okay, no, it's fine.
Did we try?
It's scheduled at 9:45.
Oh, okay, that's.
It might be early though.
I'm going to
Okay.
fair most of the week, and so didn't get much done.
So no communications?
No communications.
Well, okay, I was gone for 2 weeks, wasn't I? I did go to the ISAC conference, and I would say the majority of the conversation was around data centers. I missed today, obviously, but I was kind of perusing through the magazine here. Most of what they said was in here, but I also have some documents that I'll make copies of when we start to work through our ordinance. But that was I would say the main topic, besides actually, back the blue law. So kind of an interesting note, the supervisors obviously had their own meeting, and we were approving our legislative priorities. And ISAC tried to tell the supervisors that we should take out the back the blue reform, or like at least some clarification for that law. And the supervisors definitely revolted, and we voted to put it back in. So that's kind of an interesting little thing. But that was a huge topic as well, because we're not the only county that's going through large increases with budget constraints. And it is, I mean, it's not a topic that anybody wants to discuss, but it is something that needs to be discussed. So anyways,
We're always chasing it. We're never there.
well,
We can never get there because we get
so
there.
many counties, so many supervisors talked about that, like they did the big jump right away. And then now they're still having to do big jumps because now they're changing who they're comparing to, because it's just too vague. So anyways,
we have a meeting for early childhood, but we're not informed, so it'll be this Monday, hopefully. But that's it.
I had a meeting over at REA, was able to pick up whatever leases they had, 1983, and an adjustment to the lease, and what is this? 1996, so, yeah, meetings definitely needed to talk about it. And we just talked about some things that need to be done in there, and it sounds like their kitchen remodel is going to probably start in September. I think they have stuff ordered, where this stuff's supposed to start coming in September. Then I also had a radio governance board. It's pretty much just an update. The hospital, you know, they're always upgrading, adding on. So they're almost done with the BDAs. If you guys remember what those are, they're kind of like the things, so the radios are able to be used in these large structures like the schools have them in the hospital. And the hospital has been generous enough to help pay for that. So, and they also already have the new edition that's going to be I don't know if it started or the next edition. It's already been funded and paid for that one too. So we talked about the generator failure that was happening at Marengo, because it was, while they replaced that generator, that's all done and complete, and the funds have been adjusted. The sheriff's office generator was overheating. I don't know if you guys saw that little building between the Dylan's garage and the corrections place. It looks like a newer building, but it's not. It's really pretty old. It's probably the oldest building sitting there. they have air vents on it, but they're not lined up with what the machine is exhausting. So they kind of adjusted the machine, the generator. We're gonna see if that works and stops the failure. Otherwise, we may have to add some vents or come up with some idea to keep that cool. But obviously the failures were during that stretch when we had very hot days and several days in a row. The radios are in. Sounds like they're gonna start issuing them in September for the handheld radios, and then they'll do the mobiles after. So that's all I had from that meeting, so all I had for the week.
So Conrad, I know this is probably being picky, but I think we should have to approve when people do structural improvements to buildings that we rent.
Well, I think so too, but,
I agree.
I know we wouldn't probably say no, but I mean, since it's our
we're
building.
probably gonna have to put that on the,
Yeah, I mean,
So-
what if it's something we don't like?
we'll probably have to put that in the new lease when we do the new lease.
Aren't we technically responsible for the structure though?
Well, I can tell you in 1983,
You know what I mean?
it's.
I would think, but we're, like, if you rent a house
Right.
and you need a new roof,
Right,
the landlord pays for that.
but if they want to do it, that's fine,
Yeah,
and they got a grant for it, but we need to be aware and at least sign off of it, that they're doing anything.
I can't believe they got a grant without us signing off on something.
Well, how do you get it granted on a building you don't own?
I mean, how many times have we,
Good for them.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing we can address when we do the new lease, when Chris and I get with them and
There's some kind of structural change.
buildings and grounds. I'm gonna give you guys a name tag, buildings and grounds.
In it, oops. And then everybody got that email from that, I can't even say the name,
Oh,
about the data center map. Do we want to be part of that? She keeps asking me.
I'm not sure.
I didn't see that, you know.
I don't think I got that.
If I did, I missed it.
Oh, the meeting special. Eliza from IPR. She wants to, if we have any, Vision County, the moratorium in place, if so.
Oh, I did get that, yeah. I got that, yeah.
Do we want to respond to that?
Just say, well, we're gonna moratorium and.
Because we'll have some kind of map that they're putting out that lists moratoriums.
They're like sharks right now. I was talking about other county supervisors and everybody's getting hit up for them.
I saw one did like 6 months.
Okay, so it's okay for me to respond then.
Yeah. And then I sent you guys the email from the Amana people.
I called Nick yesterday, which I couldn't get hold of. He called me this morning. And he'll address it when he comes in here. We'll talk about it. But since it's a state highway, we don't,
That's what I thought, yeah.
he said we talked about it a couple years ago.
That's what I said.
I don't remember.
I responded to this person. I'm like, I'm pretty sure we had this discussion years ago and it wasn't really our problem. And I said, by the way, could you fix your filters on your stink tanks? Because like, it's so bad in our area.
I didn't know
It's
those
pretty
filters.
bad.
Well, so those byproduct tanks, they used to smell all the time. And then they found a way to filter it so that way it was only smelly when they were loading and unloading. Well, we called them up, the guy, we're like, hey, like it's smelling all the time again. And they
They're a
were,
long ways away from one.
Not really.
I'm
They're not very far.
Half a mile.
3 miles,
Is it that far?
probably as a crow flies, maybe.
I didn't think it was that far.
Yeah,
Oh, and at night, oh, it's so bad. You can't be outside.
it can get pretty
You can't even be, I feel bad for people that live right next to them.
Is it way over by Homestead?
bad. No.
No.
There's one there.
You know where, Upper South is, and then you
Yeah.
go out in the gravel, it's right out
Doesn't
there.
matter.
Kind of by. Jones.
And it's so bad, you can't even be outside at night, like you don't wanna be outside at night.
So yeah, Nick said he could try to call again, but it's not our road, we can't.
I already kind of told her it's not our problem and fix your stink tank, so.
Conroy, this lease says, that the landlord would be responsible for the cost of all utilities, building repairs. The landlord would be responsible for mowing and snow removal.
Wait, say that again?
What we've been doing, the landlord will be responsible for the cost of utilities and building repairs. The landlord will be responsible for mowing and snow removal. This one was dated 5/14 of 90.
That utility thing is a great deal for them.
Well, we're gonna remedy that, so.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. Go down below, we didn't have any licenses, I don't believe. Anybody think about anybody for Green Township trustees?
I forgot to log
Dan Miller, I thought about Dan Miller.
Yeah.
Randy, how about-
Randy, if you want to.
Is that Stolfus, is he on it?
They can make 2 copies, one of
He's
these.
the last one. Gene Stolfus?
Yeah, he lives right beside Miller, so I thought that maybe.
Who's left on Green Township, the Stolfus? He's the one that's on.
We only have 3 down there.
No, he's the chair, or he's the clerk.
I don't know if I have a platform to see.
I was gonna say, I don't know, that's a,
We got the name of the house now. Another one. Don't
You've
steal,
already been looking.
don't steal it.
Stephen Gingrich.
Gene Stolfus and Stephen Gingrich so far.
Yes.
This must be old, because Mike lived.
What's your district?
Lived down there anymore.
that's not my district.
Kind of is. Connie Cook resigned and John Yoder no longer lives in our
Yeah, like Pat Spratt.
Kind of wish they would have just done away with township trustees. It's a pain to find them, or consolidate it down to one, like, for every county.
John
It's
Gingrich
expensive,
and Brandon
it's gonna be a
Gingrich down
problem.
there.
What's that?
Is John Gingrich in the? I don't think he's in there.
I don't think he was when I looked.
He's not, okay.
And wasn't he, I think I already asked him maybe 2 years ago.
So you're going fishing?
In a few weeks.
Oh, 2 weeks.
Is that where all the dogs live?
Can't get rid of that easy.
What's that?
Can't get rid of that easy.
No.
They-
It's on our
they
door.
need-
yeah.
That's something for our door.
We'll just start out with the 212 questions. Jake breaks.
151, you mean?
Yeah, 151.
Gutter, 151. Sorry. The manager breaks.
Okay, what's the questions?
We've dealt with this before.
I am pretty sure.
Abby remembered it.
Well, I think in his letter, he kind of reached out to and asked for direction on where he should go. If it's not us, but I think it'd be the Iowa DOT.
Yeah, it would be the DOT, and that's their road. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember what was said. I wanna say, right, but just bad memory here. I wanna say the DOT said something along the lines of, hey, where you want the signs is already in town. They should be going, it was just, there aren't that many people using them.
You're gonna want the TV on?
Yeah.
We're beginning a education or what?
Yeah. So, but I mean, I can touch
Base to state.
base again.
Once you do that, please.
Yeah, I'll get the email chain going.
So we need to see one more.
Yeah.
You have your hand, you have your
Are
hand
you,
out,
you're not
or
doing
just-
Apple, are you?
We
Uh,
took-
no, I gotta,
Plugged in, yes.
Okay, so
I'm pretty sure that this one right here is the one plugged into the TV, so be HDMI or.
I think it's 2, because one is to the Apple.
Is this a bad sign that you're using the TV?
Is there a quiz? after
Yeah, I
this?
know, what is this?
So you take notes?
I am,
They can get paid for agenda,
yeah.
so we don't know what he's got for us.
He sent it this
Hey,
morning.
Chris, can you close the roof blinds?
Where's your can cavities?
Gas is getting expensive, so we're gonna do
Bicycles?
a virtual drive today.
Thank you.
Abby,
You scared me.
Why that jumpy?
Oh. Reason, anyway.
Just know that for construction, we got some inspections done on that H Avenue Bridge and the one right, the bridge next to it. And then, they're still working on the bridge on L, and at 52 Trail, they're doing the cold in place, hoping that'll be wrapped up by today. And then we'll get it striped. And then we just wait for the cold in place to reach the right moisture. And then we start putting asphalt on top of it. So if anybody asks you if it's done or it looks horrible, you can tell them it is part of the construction process.
Good, 'cause I've already had that conversation. I said it's above my pay grade, so.
Tell them that they're, I'll be nice. Just don't be patient.
I'm gonna tell them it's done.
What else we got here? Our grade, good week to be out grading. We put down a lot of rock, and then, we're doing culverts out still in the district north of town, Sheamus Hill, and I got another large $15,000 culvert for 110th coming, and our guys are putting in the culvert today on the level B, those 3 large culverts. Purple Wave auction ended. We will get somewhere around $10,000 for that hay bus.
Did your Tommy lift go from
$11.
Wow.
Take out Purple Waves commission, we'll get like $9.90. Okay.
Okay, my case of beer with that.
I want to touch base most of today about speed limits and stop signs. So let's start with speed limit coming out, because this, while we're doing this, is because the Board of Supervisors by resolution is the one that does speed limits and stop signs. I cannot do that.
This is gonna make me sick.
I know.
I know.
That's pretty funky.
Here. So right when you come out of Williamsburg, before this even starts, do you guys know where we're at here on going east out of Williamsburg?
Is that the first curve?
Yep, this is the first curve. So while you're in Williamsburg, the speed limit is 35. Right at the edge of town, there was a sign there that said speed limit 60. You know, essentially that you are hitting county roads. I had him pull 5 for a little bit while longer, or you know, you can make it 55 or you can make it 40. I mean, really to the board, you can do.
Can make it 80.
Maybe, yeah. Okay, the other one that we ran right there is Q Boulevard. Now, let's see, this, I'm gonna run it from going south.
Where is that actually at?
So this is right by that Monsanto Holden place, and we're
Got a
gonna
cemetery out there.
cemetery straight ahead from this camera view. This is leaving Williamsburg going south.
Oh,
So, right here, this is Williamsburg. You take this road down, there's Monsanto or Bayer or whatever. Right here, there's a cemetery down here. We're gonna take that seal coat.
oh, okay.
Okay, we're gonna take that seal coat. I'm gonna put up a sign somewhere right around in here that says, and city limits. Just to get the signing right, and city limits, or, county maintenance begins. And let's just note how fast, I'm going 45. It feels really fast. So I zoom it down to 35 and we're we're right where we need to be. So my recommendation would be like, make this whole thing 35 also.
What is it right now?
There is no speed limits signs.
It's always considered, I guess, a gravel road.
Yeah, probably, because I don't think seal coats are. Now, here's something interesting. See that sign right there?
Those have no sign on it.
I covered an accident there too.
Yeah. So I'm gonna also propose here in a little bit that we make that a three-way stop up ahead, because it's a T intersection that says turn, but you need to come to a full stop because of the geometry here,
So let's see you make this baby at 45.
right?
Chicken.
Yeah, I know, I tried to go as fast as I could. 30,
It used to be like banked.
We need to go for,
It used to be a really steep bank. You could bank right around the thing, and when they seal coated it, leveled it out.
or to go for a field trip.
Yeah.
No, that's not what we do.
Is that something where you can change the signage?
I'd like to put stop signs there to make it, because it's a T.
So which one's the farm and market road there? Because that came into play when I was doing my investigation.
The farm, this whole thing that I just drove is farm to
The
market.
Q Boulevard's farm?
Well, this whole thing, so even that 240th,
It goes straight?
but it's, when it turns to gravel, the
That's
farm to
farm to
market,
market
no, the farm to market turns and follows Q.
I think it's been so long ago since I covered that. That was when I first moved to Williamsburg. But I remember that farm to market, for some reason, has priority or whatever.
So, sure,
Because it was uncontrolled and trying to figure out who was at fault, because they met in that intersection.
The gravel road has a stop sign.
the gravel road has a stop sign, yes. So, yeah, and I actually wrote up the resolution already, just to have everything, but. So I'm going about 45, the rest of the way down the road, there's some people mowing. More people mowing. Tell Woody to get his relatives off the road. So at 45 here, we're
I think it was his relative.
I know, it was. At 45, we get too big of an angle there. Here you have a vertical curve where you cannot see very far ahead. And then this curve down here. And so essentially the notes from the drive-through are on that first page.
So are these recommendations stopping at the gravel?
Yeah, so then at the gravel, I would just put speed zone ends. This is coming from the other direction, so I'm on the gravel now. I hit seal coat.
Say it's windy all the way to the highway.
This curve, I'll have to do. Now, I'm only going 35 and we're right there at the limit.
Did you catch something at the fair?
Always call it the flare fluid. He's got to get your lungs cleaned out.
So, and then right here, you hit a vertical curve where you cannot see. And down here, going 45, we're pushing that limit, we're over. So your sheet kind of there tells you what I hit, and if it's above 12, then 12 degrees, then it's too much. So I will put this on the agenda for next week if you guys want. You guys drive it and then you can talk about it.
Is somebody asking for this or?
No, this has to do with, since they raised the speed limit to 60, I need to do this ball bank indicator on all of our roads. This is on an app, so that way we have visual history. I also got an actual one from the DOT. We calibrated them to match, but I wanted to also use the app so that way we could go back and history and see everything.
What do you do about like gravels though?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna,
Because
that speed limit didn't change.
But isn't this treated as a gravel?
Yeah, that's my next question.
So
That's what I was thinking.
probably, but,
That'd be my own.
and then right here,
I wish you'd been around that bank.
you could go.
Oh, it was like a racetrack. It was a really steep bank.
I'm gonna test your numbers out later.
Test my numbers.
Yeah.
How long ago was that
You got a
how long
race
ago was that seal coat put on?
Well, it still measures.
And they
so
see,
I can
that's
see.
when they leveled up.
Yeah, well,
See,
how long
here's
ago was that?
Measures?
Yeah, it's kind of the goal to get,
At least.
I've never gotten it all the way to the one under the other.
Is that a dumb question? Will your car read differently than, does the vehicle matter on the indicator? If you're in a truck as opposed to a car, is it?
I don't think so. Inside, outside of a curve matters a little bit. You can see those lateral G's down there at the,
I would think it would matter. Because the stance is different, you know what I mean? Like
That's
the,
right, I don't know, the way it handles. A pickup should be worse than a car.
Well, higher center of gravity.
yeah,
It's like a four-wheel drive would probably be different than a car.
so, but you guys take a peek. And
Where does the city speed limit, does the city speed limit obviously stop at the city limits?
we don't have anything on our end that says any different for speed. So whatever you guys decide, I will put up either a speed zone ends or our new speed limit.
The city limits is right there when you go straight to go to the cemetery, right? That road splits it.
No, it says city maintenance more up by the plant.
Because the Catholic cemetery is out of city limits and the other cemeteries in city limits.
It says, so you got a sign right up here,
Those,
more or less. So, and then when you're going around there, take note of if you want to make that intersection a three-way stop. I do have the crash history. There have been a couple crashes over the past 10 years, 2 crashes.
when I had was probably 30 years ago.
30. And if you're out and about, it's be more of a sus area, but here's another
it's your district.
goofy intersection
Actually, it's kind of.
north of town.
This?
You can see where there's, it doesn't really come in.
North of this town?
Yeah, north of this town. 108 and F15.
Oh, jeez.
So right now, the road that comes in on your picture here from the south and goes west, that's FM route. So it's not signalized at all, but being that, things kind of come in at weird angles there and stop signs on 2 and not all 4, people have gotten confused. I did not pull the crash history out, but people have gotten confused on this stretch about who stops and goes. You really have to be familiar with it. So take a look and just tell me which one to do. The other question I have had, we put on the agenda, is this, I'm hopping all back and forth, I'm sorry if this is confusing. Victor going north, so you hit Highway 6, is only 0.66 miles. The question raised to me was, do you want to have that bump up to 60 miles an hour for 0.66 miles? Same thing would go for even leaving Marengo here going north, crossing that 411 bridge. You want that to be 60 miles an hour up till we hit F15. So it's all on your agendas. M Avenue, north out of Marengo, V66 or V36, north out of Victor. Do you want those to bump up to 60 miles an hour? As far as Victor goes, my answer would be yes, 0.66 miles is enough to get up to speed. There's no hills, no curves, and then you can slow back down. I don't think there's any reason, in my opinion, to write a resolution there to keep that at 55 the whole way. But leaving Marengo here going north, I'll leave that up to you guys. You know, you probably, I don't know, being that coming in, out of town, coming into town, you know, they start slowing people down at that bridge. You want people headed the opposite direction, going 60 miles an hour. So those are your assignments for the next week.
Well, not the town here, they just didn't have the roads up very well, did they?
No. So, and where there's not, like I said, where there's not stop signs, that's the FM route. But we've had people get confused in a couple of close calls from what I've heard. So I just bring it to your attention. If you want the crash history, I mean, I'll have to have that, but if you want it, just shoot me an email and I'll give it to you ahead of time.
I'd like to have it.
Yeah.
Sure. I'll go right now and just do the crash
Get
history.
one of the curve there too, going out of Williamsburg if you could.
Sure. Yep, I can do that too. Yep. So that's, and I will go back and crash histories.
You didn't make it, right?
Good thing Adam's here.
Bad.
I didn't need my mask.
Get rob somebody. Okay, any other questions for Nick?
Do you want those on the agenda for next week and you can discuss them then?
Or next week, you want 2 weeks?
2 weeks, I'll be gone, but we can do.
Well, you can come back.
We put it on the agenda and then we don't have to decide.
Yeah, I'll be gone next week, so I'll probably go to outdoor.
Well, let's wait 3
You
weeks.
go golfing?
Why don't we wait 3 weeks?
3 weeks?
Because you're gone and he's gone.
I'm gonna be going, you never know.
I'm not warning.
Okay.
Put that on your, you can put that on your agenda, right? Okay.
Yeah, I still had him pull that 60 mile an hour though when you hit the town. 60's nowhere. We'll get all of our signs corrected then in 3 weeks. But I'm not gonna have to say 60 when advised speed is 35.
Especially with school starting.
Thanks, Nick. Have a good weekend.
Thanks.
All right, you guys too.
You got cool videos like that.
Does anybody need a break before we go forward?
No.
Okay.
We'll start with that. You ready?
Yep.
All right, my August report. So for July, we had 154 responses. 115 of those were transports, 39 were cancels, refusals. So same number since we're just starting the fiscal year for the year-to-date number. 31 times both ambulances were busy during July. We staffed a backup truck 10 of those 31 times, and we had to request out of county ambulance 7 times. A busy month of transfers, 28. Finance, July actual expenses, $258,148 compared to a budget of $227,275. I believe we had extra payroll on there, probably what the most of that. Year-to-date numbers, of course, are the same. Difference between budgeted expenses and actual $30,000. July actual revenue, $91,011. Year-to-date's the same. Revenue is a little under for the month. Our budgeted revenue for the month is $106,750. So we're $15,739 under on revenue. Difference between actual expenses and actual revenue is $167,137 compared to what we should have as budgeted. Difference between expenses and revenue of $120,525. So for the month, year to date, we got a negative variance of $46,612. Our year to date cost per transport, $1,676 compared to our average charge of $1,548, and the average revenue per transport, $981. Questions on finances? I really got one into this. Patient satisfaction, I don't have July yet, 91%. After that, our activities are normal stuff, our preparedness meetings. Our August training was large vessel occlusion strokes. We're starting this first football game tonight. We got a bunch of stuff scheduled for football, cross country, and then Oktoberfest coming up. We started our EMT class this week. There's 10 people in that class. Working on disaster exercise planning, that exercise was, I believe, September 22nd in Williamsburg. Active shooter exercise. Leading up to that, we did some training with Williamsburg School last week over triage, bleeding control, and CPR. We participated in National Night Out in both Marengo and Williamsburg. Those were pretty neat. Attended the Iowa EMS Billing and Documentation Conference back on the 11th. And then the end report, I didn't bring that with me today. I sent that out. It's on the website to all of you. I guess if you have any questions. We had a department meeting on the 10th. And yesterday they got CPR done for the Iowa Valley staff. One of our activities. And all good on equipment and vehicles for now. No personnel issues. Safety, just been busy with random screens. No really anything unusual there. Just any questions on my normal stuff? The last thing I have, I sent this out to you, I think the first of the week. Johnson County Ambulance. I met with their director, was at that billing conference. She reached out to me, but Then she sent me this information that I forwarded the email on to you guys, but they're looking at doing, a grant to expand their community care medicine, also known as the Mobile Integrated Health Program. They're looking to partner with surrounding rural communities. You guys want me to read through this whole thing? Give you all. Anyway, wouldn't cost us anything. Under the proposed model, each county would have a designated service day each week. Be a designated contact, which would probably be me. Basically, how they work, they have to get referrals from our local service, whether it be EMS, public health, or hospital. We locally would get permission from the patient to make that referral. They would take care of all the coordination. Get stuff they can provide, like post-hospital discharge follow-up, chronic disease management, medication reconciliation. What we're kind of looking for is to help with those kind of frequent flyers, help manage those. What can we do different? What kind of assistance can we get them? It's medical work, but there's some social work that goes on with it. These community care medicines take a separate online training program to learn some of this stuff. I also work with public health. Kendra's here too as well. She's learning about it as well. Like I said, it won't cost us anything. I think it's probably a good thing to do. In the end, hopefully we can prove it success, or they can prove it successful and get insurance companies to start reimbursing for some on-site treatment place and not transport some of these folks. Maybe have less ambulance calls or frequent flyer ambulance calls, maybe less ER visits that don't really need to go to the ER kind of thing. So, I guess you guys have any questions or any concerns with it?
Yeah.
I think it's a great idea. They had asked public health for a letter of support as well too. So I'll take that in front of the Board of Health. But just hearing, as Adam said about, I attended a Brain Health Coalition meeting this week and heard, and law enforcement was there, and just heard about some of the frequent flyers as well too, and service calls when these people, their frequent flyers, as we're calling them, just need additional support, mental health challenges, and other things that really are not necessarily acute. But I like the fact that they're also looking at doing some of the chronic disease self-management programs. I think it would, like you said, Adam, cut down on some of the calls and everything like that. But from a public health standpoint, I think it sounds good. It's something like public health would certainly support.
And it may work out that like there might be something that gets referred to public health if the community paramedic, goes through stuff, although they could do some good with some services that public health offers, whether home health or whatever. Might be, go that way too as well, or, getting in for physical therapy, different things that could work. I mean, we're just touching the high overview on it. I mean, I haven't actually done it, but I'm familiar, aware of it.
I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
Monitor it and give us a briefing on how it's going.
Hopefully they give us some metrics.
Yeah, they
and
should.
like some idea of what's going down.
We need a motion to approve.
And they still got to get the grant. They just have to pull some other people in to apply for it, so.
So are we looking to sign something?
Yeah, I have that.
I'll make a motion to approve the participation agreement or letter of support.
I'll second that. You got it already? Oh, you already got it?
Yeah. I think so.
Want both signed out?
No, just the one I had
I want
a signature
to.
on.
You want to?
So you can have a one.
Or is there two there?
What did you sign it? Shall we sign it?
I have one more. If you'd like one, I'll just take a copy of it so I can send it.
I think she had some and then there's these here.
Oh, you have some, Brady.
Yeah.
She's prepared.
She always.
I forgot. I did send it to her, yes. Perfect. Thank you, guys.
We have a motion, can we second it?
I motion.
I second.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Motion approved.
Anything else for me?
I don't think so.
Yeah, you too.
Good deal.
Thanks, Kendra.
I don't think we met anyone, have we?
I
wasn't
you were
here
here
to-
last time.
John Davis. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay.
You have a contract, concrete bids.
Your concrete bids, because you're the king.
I had it to her, so we had two bids for the county home. One was Calkins at 3,000, and the other was Harley York for 2580.
I'll make a motion to approve Harley York.
I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Motion approved. Reschedule Iowa County ordinance number 44 public hearing.
Have it on September 11th.
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Motion approved. And did you, I forgot to bring up earlier about Becky's request about the van extra work. I don't know if we want to do that.
The transportation thing, I don't think so either.
Okay. I don't know if anybody else
It
responded.
just seems like a lot of,
This. Okay, you have it.
I don't know, it just seems like very extra. I don't know.
They're not consistent.
It's, I would support whatever she decides, you know.
Well, it just seemed like she wanted to
That's what
do that.
kind of what I took out of it.
So you're gonna respond to her?
I'll tell her no.
Tell her she can decide,
Yeah,
but
she thinks that she can handle it, but I didn't get that impression, I guess, that they wanted to.
aren't there buses in Inland County for this stuff?
Yeah, but they're supposed to be too busy. With time, at peak times or
It
something.
says they, with their letter said they have exhausted their resources within county.
Our bus service is managed better than theirs.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
You get more rides than they do up there, I believe.
I was talking to other counties that aren't in the ECOG and they have no support for their transportation. Zero. They have to fund it completely.
I thought easy cogs were spread out throughout the state. Not every
There's
county.
COGS,
There's
you
COGS.
But
know.
they don't have to join them.
No, their COGS don't. support
But with
the-
cogs, don't.
Don't do anything
Oh,
with the
oh,
transportation.
oh,
And they're fully funded by the county.
I'm glad we're not down that.
I hope that don't change here.
oh. Is that something every county has to provide as a transportation system?
By code, I don't think you have to, but
It's a huge benefit.
yeah,
Yeah,
they
it's-
subsidize them pretty heavily in other
I never
counties.
realized how many rides we get until you get involved in this. Jeez.
Yeah, I think it's important. Being a rural county next to the corridor, we need to have something.
But just for the kids, it's huge for preschools.
Right.
Oh, that's a big one.
Does every county have like an REA?
No.
I think we're the only one.
Or I think we're only one, yeah. But yeah, I just floored when I found out, like, someone else was complaining about their, transportation, and how much it costs, and I'm like,
We gotta worry about getting all spent.
yeah, I know. 9-day difference.
And southern counties.
No, this was northern.
I think southern, well, I live down in Bloomfield.
Well, ECOG
They have-
isn't covered, so what's the whole territory for ours?
Ours is mostly around.
Washington's.
Yeah, Washington's our
Oh,
fire department.
okay.
So
That's the far
Okay.
south.
But they had, I mean, they had some sort of transportation down there, I remember seeing it, but I don't know if it was counted, I mean.
It seems like our cog is very efficient, I mean.
That's what
Yeah,
it sounds like. I sounds like there's one of the top notch. It's just the same thing with the mental health region. Ours
It's just,
is
it's
the
just
best.
leadership.
I was gonna say.
That's what I was gonna say. It has to be in the leadership position.
Just wait. I know you wouldn't say it.
Oh, yeah, I'll go for you again.
I did
Yeah, I
hear
know
rumors
you
it's
would.
been slipping within the past year.
I make it hired a good director,
Has
so.
anybody, have anything else?
What do we have for next week?
Brady.
And John's gonna be gone.
Well, I'll check the agenda for sure, but if there's gonna be a closed meeting or whatever, I probably should attend.
Engineer, transportation, road closure request that wants to come in at 10. There was Susan Strong benefit.
I told her to call, I told her to call Matt about it,
And Amanda,
yeah.
Bible reading.
Moose House or
marathon
whatever.
class,
Is it Moose or something?
And a resolution.
Right across from the Bra
Sheriff's
House.
office to-
Where those flowers are right across from the furniture store,
Yeah.
little restaurant,
Yeah,
I haven't been there.
I haven't either. No.
They serve like loose meat sandwiches and stuff.
All right.
Special.
Little things.
Anything else?
Somebody wants to do it?
Second, all in favor, say aye.
Right?
I,
Opposed, say nay. Motion approved.
Randy, can I schedule a